Introduction. Hey there, fellow worrywarts. Today, we're going to talk about two anxiety disorders that make you feel like you're always on edge. Generalized Anxiety Disorder, GAD, and Unspecified Anxiety Disorder. Don't worry, this video won't be anxiety-inducing. In fact, we're going to make it fun and lighthearted. So, grab your favorite anxiety-reducing beverage, and let's dive into these disorders. Part 1. Generalized Anxiety Disorder, GAD. GAD is like having a tiny little worry monster perched on your shoulder all day, whispering every worst-case scenario in your ear. It's a mental health disorder that makes you worry excessively and persistently about anything and everything. So, if you're worrying about whether you left the stove on, if you're going to get a bad grade on that paper, or if your cat is secretly plotting to take over the world, then you might be dealing with GAD. It can cause physical symptoms like muscle tension, fatigue, and even sleep disturbances. But the good news is, there are effective treatments like therapy and medication to help you tame that little worry monster. Part 2. Unspecified Anxiety Disorder. Now, let's talk about Unspecified Anxiety Disorder, or as I like to call it, the "I don't know what's wrong with me, but something's definitely wrong" disorder. This is a mental health condition that is like a mixed bag of anxiety symptoms but doesn't fit into any specific diagnosis. It's like trying to put together a puzzle with missing pieces. You know it's not quite right, but you're not sure what's missing. People with an unspecified anxiety disorder may experience symptoms like excessive worry, nervousness, and irritability, but not quite enough to fit into a specific diagnosis. But fear not, there's still hope for relief. Treatment for unspecified anxiety disorder is similar to GAD, with therapy and medication being effective options. Part 3. Differences between GAD and unspecified anxiety disorder. So, what's the difference between GAD and unspecified anxiety disorder? Think of it like a Venn diagram. GAD has its own little circle with specific criteria and symptoms that fall within it. Unspecified anxiety disorder, on the other hand, is like the bigger circle that catches all the symptoms that don't quite fit into any specific diagnosis. It's like being on the anxiety disorder B team, but still needing a game plan to come out on top. But no matter which circle you fall into, remember that both GAD and unspecified anxiety disorder can be treated with the right tools and support. Conclusion. In conclusion, anxiety disorders may feel overwhelming, but they don't have to control your life. GAD and unspecified anxiety disorder are just a couple of the many anxiety disorders out there, but it's important to recognize the symptoms and seek help. Remember, you're not alone in this. With therapy, medication, and even a little humor, you can tame that worry monster and take control of your mental health. So, until next time, stay calm and carry on.